Bang Theory reference for those who...
Well, it's a geeky reference, but yeah.
So we've actually got the guys now coming back to the table. I'm not actually sure I agree with your comment there, Bernal Humans there. TLT, yes, just for the consistent damage over time. Yes, is strong, but against things with a lot of agility, yeah, okay, yes, only one needs to go through, but it would be the same anyway with just a normal 3 attack.
I think it's more just...
Primary.
I do think TLTs need something, however, I think it would be better if TLTs could be restricted on what they went on. I think it needs to be on something that can be... For example, 4 Y-Wings with TLT can be killed if you focus down on Y-Wing each turn, but then you're still taking damage. You can kill TLT. TLT is manageable. Action denial denials Jump Master. The problem is, to get action denial, you have to get into range, and to get into range means you're getting shot at.
And you also have to have lower pilot skill.
Yeah, plus...
Or be the same pilot skill and have initiative.
Yeah, plus... Yeah, that's a good point. Which Jump Masters, being generics, they are the lowest possible they can get, yeah. So
Gold Squadron Y-Wings.
Gold Squadron Y-Wings.
But then you have to block all of them with one, and then you have to fire against the other one. The only thing is as well, actually, if they all were to happen to be all in range 1 of each other, and you get caught in the crossfire, you've got no shot potentially.
I do think there's a problem. I don't know how to solve that problem. All I know is there's a problem because we're not seeing variety, and that's the thing. If you can basically it's net decking. If you can walk into a store and see 3 of the same ship, or at least, to take the same ship replicated in lists where the lists are pretty much the same, 2 or 3 doesn't matter. Point is, it's basically generic Jump Masters, although it could be anything. That's a problem. TIE Fighters are different because TIE Fighters are because running a TIE Swarm requires a lot of effort and planning and way more effort than I can manage most times.
Yeah. Do you want to get the time counter started on this, Elliot? Because they've actually started to...
Alright, let's restart that counter.
So there's the handshake, the round has now begun. You didn't reset that, Elliot.
That's fine, but it counts the setup time. But it's about that time, 10 minutes-ish. I don't mind. When a 4-point Carnaia rocket can destroy over 30 points in one shot with the added benefit of guidance chips, etc., it's an issue. Yes, but the problem is, with munitions, is they weren't very good to begin with. Yeah. Now, I think extra munitions were needed, and guidance chips were needed, but they've come on the wrong ships.
Yeah. I think what we can get around that is potentially... I know it's a long way of doing it, but a Senge and a Y-Wing...
Yeah.
Like, for example, Dutch Vander.
Yeah, any ship that can re-roll and get a lot of quality... Because the whole thing about munitions, they have a lot of dice and effects, but they lack quality at times. That's what guidance ships was a result of. Because you're spending target locks or focus tokens to do the attacks. Jump Masters bypass that problem. That's why they are a problem.
Okay. How about the next list... Or next time I play on the stream...
Yes.
I use my passes list, the one I told you about, which is Kyle Katarn, Ascend Takitu, and Graven Drace, which is all like focus loop. Because that is fun.
What are you talking about, Sith Lord? Jump Masters get quality on their attacks, that's the problem. If you munitions Y-Wings, I can't see how munitions Y-Wings can
there's
get...
actually green marked.
Yeah, it's green marked. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that in the first game.
Yeah, I just think there needs to be a way to fire those missiles and not be able to modify them as much. Guidance ships offers limited modification, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when you're re-rolling target locks, and if a ship can take Predator, then it's going to re-roll those. There's got to be a problem. But the thing is, no one took munitions anyway, so...
Sorry to interrupt you, Elliot. We've got to move on the number 1 ship.
It's a very difficult balancing game. I don't envy FFG on their departments.
No. For me, I was with Toby on the side of Ordnance here, because Toby is a very big Ordnance player, and when I saw what Toby could do with Ordnance...
May I interrupt you? Yes, for 25 points, you can get a Jump Master which can do full hits at range 2 to 3 consistently, compared to a rookie squadron, which is 21 points, 4 points less. That could do probably 3, maybe 2-3 damage, and that's it. You know, if you've got a target lock, and if you've got a focus as well. It's just the sheer amount of woof that's coming at you with Jumpmasters. They fixed a part of the issue, but they've not fixed it entirely. Yeah. I just want the meta to change. I don't want to see Jumpmasters anymore. I want to see them occasionally. I want to see Ace. I want to see Manaru. I want to see Teltovra. I want to see Dengar and Manaru. But I'm through Contractor Scouts. It's also why I'm worried about the Heroes of the Resistance Falcon. I'm worried that may be a bit too overcosted. I mean, to be fair, the original Falcon generic was terrible. It was way
well, we'll have to see what comes out with that, whether there'll be a new generic and a new update, because the Falcon was one of the first ships that came out, or was definitely the first big ship, if I remember correctly, Elliot, that came out, and they had they tried to weaken one to make it, not as necessarily competitive, but you could get a ship into the list for that many points. But then we've seen as time has gone on, they've kept all large ships with the same base figures afterwards.
Yeah. The one thing which I also would like to point out, which I love, is that you never saw Deadeye until Jumpmasters came around.
No, because with Recon Specialist, the two focuses.
Sure, of course. Give me a second, guys. Could we have a chat? Just getting a quick update there about the current situation of why there was such a break. Just some minor issues which are being dealt with, and we're about to get back onto the patch.
Everything's sorted.
Amazing. Thank you for bringing that information to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just let you guys know.
I did call you the eye in the sky, so
Eye in the sky, indeed. I only went down to try and sort out my migraine.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Hence the bottle.
So, as much as this has been a day of all-out Jumpmasters, we have seen a few different lists out there. You can see the problem that we had, Elliot. There was quite a few lists that we wanted to see. There was some rebel lists that looked interesting. I don't know what in the end happened to Adam Wright, because he said he was going to be here.
He said he was going to be here. My estimate is that he probably arrived a bit too late. Bless him.
Or
he's working.
Or, yeah, it was either work or his sleep deprivation kicked in. Because I know what that's like.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's a shame that we lost some Athena Games regulars.
But it's nice to see new people. That's why I think it's nice.
Yeah, that
it
is
is
true.
nice to see new people.
Oh, is this a bump? No, he's just got it.
Ooh.
Impressive flying by Kevin there.
It is nice to finally see new people and some new faces, and
it is worth noting though he has blocked the butt boost that would otherwise give. Actually, no, it's not. According to that, he did boost. So actually, correct. Yeah, because he would. Yeah, actually, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there we go.
I thought the R4 Agromech and the Overclocked are the same points value on it.
Oh, I
Are they
believe.
both ones?
No, I think one is slightly more expensive than the other. I'll double check on that. So what was that? Agromech and
The Agromech and the Overclock.
Overclocked is one. Agromech, yeah, that is two. So there's 1 point difference.
Okay, so that makes a difference here, really. But then you've got the Rec spec, which is what makes...
Okay, Glitter Sim is being popped on IG-88. B there. So he takes the stress, he now converts all eyeball results on any of his dice rolls to the appropriate result of hit or evade.
Yeah, that's something that's quite nice on these two IG-88s.
There we go.
It's a shame there wasn't more focuses within that. Fire control systems is now kicking in.
Yeah, there we go. So...
For me, I would have left that till next turn. I would have got the damage sort of this turn, then I have the shot with the Glyphostim and the target lock in the next turn, but...
Well, that's quite a good roll there from the IG after its missed attack. Gets...
Yeah, because that's
hits.
why as well, so that's quite useful.
And a blank and a focus. He's going to spend the focus if he wants to...
Yeah, but he's still going to take some damage here
But
as well.
he is going to take it. Yeah, but he's going to spend it to avoid as much damage as he possibly can. And number 3 is taking, I think, 2 of his shields off. Yes, just 2. Still, that's 2 more than he wants.
But yeah, again, this is early stages, so a little bit of damage spent now is going to see how it works out long term.
Another roll there, and that looks pretty much better. Hit, crit, and a hit right there. And I think that's 2. That's another... Wow, look at that! Stacking stress token like there's no tomorrow. But he's now lost all his shields. Has taken 1 crit to the hull.
I don't know what that crit was though, so...
I didn't see it, unfortunately, so I can't tell you. The players are playing very quickly. They're obviously very experienced players who are not here to fly casual. They're here to play and they're here to win, which is not surprising given that this is the finals of Athena Games Regionals.
Well, this would be interesting for you, Elliot. If you were in that position where you weren't going to be going to nationals, would you deliberately not play the final? Would you say, I've had enough, I'm not going to go to regionals, I don't want to let someone who has the chance potentially of going, you know, the chance of getting that first round bye?
I'd just I play it. You know, you want to play it. I just had
There's also a play actually for the trophy as well.
Yeah,
actually.
it's the trophy. That's what I'd want. Something nice to put on a shelf. You know?
I think if I were to win a trophy like that, I would probably put it on my mantelpiece, and then probably never play again. So you go out with a bang.
You don't have a mantelpiece.
You will one day.
I will one day.
I'll put one up when we get out.
And an X-wing shelf.
Excuse me? No. You can frame your ghost as you won't use it.
I will use it. I will use it.
I want to see you use it.
I need to find a list to put it in, and work
Well, we
out.
have-
Hello. The list to put it in is a ghost list. That's generally all you can fit in most
You
things.
make a list around the ghost. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You make a list around the ghost. I'm starting to sound like your mother. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna stop.
I would expect probably number 2. See, I would say Segnors, but I think he'd end up on the asteroid, and I think he wants to. Maybe a K turn, although he may clip the rock then as well. Number 1.
Fireworks.
Thank goodness for that. I was wrong what that was for a second.
Yeah. Finishing off the Lord Mayor's procession, there was actually some fireworks going on in Chapelfield Gardens, which, for informational purposes, is not that far away from where we are currently based at Athena Games.
You have no idea how much of a heart attack I just had.
I know, me too.
I thought someone was trying to break in the beeping door. There we go.
Thank you for saving yourself there.
I saved myself.
The last minute, you just kind of changed it around. Self-centered. Now, what I want to say is that very heavily stressed contractor scout there is most definitely a target because it is now locked down for the actions it can do.
Yeah.
And here is actually where you probably don't want to have R4, overclocked R4, because now you can't perform your actions. Which, if you've already fired your torpedoes, fair enough. But yeah,
let's get something interesting as a topic. For those currently in the stream, if you had a choice of a ship, which is your what do you see as your favourite ship to play?
what do you mean?
In terms of like me, I love my Y-wings. For you, you love your A-wings. Everyone probably has their favourite.
Me, and that's my Falcon. Sorry.
My Falcon.
Which I fly.
She's got a point there.
Exactly.
So yeah, I know people obviously have their favourites. Ooh.
There's a bump there, and number 2 is bump number 3. So unfortunately, they're going to fire at different targets. Well, 2 can't fire anything.
Yeah.
There's only 1 that's going to get to fire. However, you may just be able to take down number 3 if he's really lucky.
I am sure you could mistake this for bumper cars at least once.
I can't remember which. So number 1 is the one. Ooh. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Number 1 has tractor beam and has mangle
Hang on a
cannon.
minute though. Right tractor beam. Move the jump master.
You can't move a large base ship.
Of course you can't. Minus 1 agility though. Ain't gonna make any difference. Good point. I forgot that.
And there's another roll. Fire control system activates, by the way, that last thing we just saw there. That's 1 correct on Mangler Cannon. Oh, well, it still goes through. Still goes through, I think. Nope, a mistake.
So we've got a few different favourite ships being named here. Star
Crit
Viper.
hit.
Yeah, you're probably
Double
actually
A's.
getting quite a lot of the fireworks coming through on the mic here. I do apologise for this. There's a few different...
Crit. Ouch. Ooh.
We have a vent that is literally like not even.
It ain't coming through the vent.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly where it's coming from. It's coming from the vent that's right there. Because it's open, you can hear it coming through the vent. So we are really sorry about that.
As the partially deaf guy, I'll take that for granted. I'll take that as granted. Okay, evade, focus. Actually, no, it's evade, focus. No, 3 focus results. We need a dice cam.
Yeah.
Very nice acrylic tokens, I'll say. You can't really see them, but they're on the cards. Very nice, very simple, but simple is good at times.
Especially when you.
Immersive battle noises. We should set up fireworks in every final match.
I was waiting for a firework.
Duh, 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 duh.
There we go.
Yeah, there's been a few mentions of different ships. Like, for example, we've got a mention of Star Vipers, Omega Leader.
Typho,
Phantoms.
yeah.
No.
That is... he's saying the Phantom, not TIE Phantom.
Okay. The Phantom Typho is here.
Ooh.
I want to go watch the fireworks. But I know I can't, because I can't get in the door.
That is a good point. So, I'm also...
Well, Dial's been first Dial's been placed.
Mhm.
The stressed Jumpmaster number 1.
But not the utterly stressed Jumpmaster number 3.
No, I think he's past stress at this point. I think he's having a midlife crisis. Somewhere along that line.
Okay, so...
okay. Harry Dragon did mean TIE Phantom.
Okay, I am also
See?
with... I am the Space Invader. When Wave 9 drops, for me it won't be Fen Rao, it will probably be Shera. Like I've said, I've got a list made up for nice little passing and some looping coming on with that.
I want to see more. I want to see what we're going to get for Wave 9. But I really want Heroes to drop before that happens. I want to see Heroes. I want to see what Heroes can offer us. I want to see what the new X-Wings we're going to get in Heroes is going to be.
Yep, because one thing for me is if that title is coming out, I would like to have seen a few more ships or T-70s at the higher end, because for me it's, well, I did say this earlier, it is Poe Dameron, whichever variant of which you want to use, and you have also got Who's the one just underneath that?
There's Snap Wexley. There's Trickster. What her name is?
I can't remember. It is the Pilot School 7-1. Pilot School 7270.
Eloatzi?
Eloat. Not Elo.
Yeah, Elo.
Elo. Sorry. So yeah, there is that to it. I would like to see a few more Pilot School Plus, or at the very least, a Pilot School 6 generic that can take.
I think the T70 is not too bad on its own. Oh yes, Ninnum, Just Pavia, and Snap Maxley. Yeah, those are the ones. I've already made overlays for them, surprisingly enough.
What for the
new X-Men pilots?
Yes.
Which I want to see what they can do. I'm curious what Ninnum is going to do, because it's the first time we've got him as a pilot. So we're curious to see what he does.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not simply your straight maneuvers now, Green. Because that's boring, and also it's not in line with what other crew do, or what crew who also have pilot cards do.
Yeah, because you've got Kyle Katarn, which when you move a stress, this is the crew one, move a stress, gain a focus. Kyle Katarn is about passing a focus across.
So it's still focus related, but they are different.
Yeah.
Mechanically.
Yeah.
And here we go. Yeah, me too, Hero Dragon. I really want the T65 to get a buff. I think it's due its buff. And he's just missed the asteroid there. There we go. Yeah, probably like some of his moves green or something like that. Anyway, there's a 2-bank from the Jumpmaster there.
So now we're going to have the interesting movement from number 1 and
yes.
2. I reckon there may actually be a bump here, so I reckon Kevin will have to be very careful which one he does first. But he's going to elect to do number 1 first.
It's probably better to stay where he is.
Yeah, probably that's what he is doing.
He's taking a stress for it, so he obviously can't complete the manoeuvre. He can't just stop. So what
would he have done to have ended up staying there?
He
That's
could have been.
right.
It could have been 3 signals to the right, to the left, because he would have bumped number 1 Jumpmaster.
Yes, good point. And he can't fit between 1 and 2.
Yep. So he just stays exactly where he is right now.
Yep, which isn't, to be fair, that isn't the end of the world.
No, he's got a shot on number 1, which is quite a good shot. The problem is number 1 is actually the fully shielded health one. Ideally, he wants to shoot at number 3, which has currently got no damage, damage on it. But you take whatever targets you're given, I guess, or you can get. Since it's up to you to kind of get your targets in arc. Although I'll give him this. Ben's been very good at blocking at this point. And here we go, 3 hits from Kevin. And that's nothing! Actually, no, I think that's 1 evade. Yep, 1 evade. So it's simply a target lock on number 1. Number 1 takes 2 shields off. Oh, not the aggressor. Wrong one. even I make mistakes sometimes. Again, I think I had any choice. Bit of reference there if someone can get that. Alright, and that looks to be just in range 2.
It seems like actually 88C is actually taking a bit more damage than Elliot. It looks like there's actually just 1 hull remaining. Sorry, 1 shield remaining.
You are correct.
Yeah, just for reference, we actually have 2 screens here. One of which is showing the overlay to you guys, and we've got a screen which is showing the area of play, which is ignoring the overlay, so we can actually see what's behind there, i.e. the cards.
I believe we've also got a damage card onto IJ8B, but of course we've not been able to see that because they've not been showing damage cards, which they should be. They really should be doing, but it is late at night. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. There we go. And then he's taking at least 2, so there we go. I think A8B is, yeah, it's in Ben's favour here.
Well, actually, 88B is down. Because if you look at it, why is it being moved across the other side? It's dead.
It's dead. Yep. Yep. B is down. Yeah, it's dead. So wow. Okay. So yeah, I'm Jump Masters, OP. I said it. I just said it.
But we've got aggressors, and aggressors are really hard to fly.
Yeah.
I Jump Masters, you've got the issue of they're strong in one direction, not the other. 88, the IG-88s are difficult for their the way you have to use them with the the way their powers work together. So sometimes you tend to overuse them, or sometimes you underuse them
Yeah.
to get your positioning in the right place, especially with the way 88C works.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Which he can now at least take a boost, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it seems that the jumps seem to are going to take the east of England area of regionals. Oh well.
And I think that means I get my 10p, Elliot.
I never said I bet you 10p.
No, that was what we said at the start of the game. There was a few little
Yeah,
bets made on.
Bets made,
who
yeah.
would win.
I think more like friendly bets, gentleman bets.
Yeah. I think unfortunately this is going to wind this up pretty quickly. We got IG-88C.
The aggressor's nearly halfway down. It's only been 35 minutes. Endurance or not, there's no way with three jump masters, which are looking at this. Two have only taken. Yeah, number two is only. Yeah. It's impossible. I'm putting out there. It's impossible.
You know what, Elliot?
Yes.
What I would like, if you don't mind, is when we got regionals out of the way, I wouldn't mind actually giving you a game on stream, because we actually don't play very many games together.
You and I don't really play that many games together. Surprisingly, I don't tend to play my very close friends.
But I wouldn't mind giving that a go.
It would be fun.
Especially as it won't be Jump Masters. Hopefully, unless you decide to use one against me.
I'd never. Well, I may use one, but only one.
And that would probably be an ace.
Probably would be an ace, unless I want to take just a single contractor scout, but try something different with it.
Yeah. It would be an interesting little matchup.
What's the comment for Harry Dragon? Why are you so angry?
Because he put the bet down on.
Oh yeah, he
Kevin
put the bet
winning.
on Kevin winning. Yes, unfortunately, it's not looking like that.
No.
Yeah, and with that bump, it's not going to end well. He's got a lot of stuff coming at him at this point.
And with the way these the Jump Masters work, with three of them, they're just going to swing circles around it now.
Yeah, they're just going to do that. And there's two evades, so at least he's evaded that exchange. But for how long can he evade the damage? And here comes a torpedo shot, I imagine. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, so maybe actually, the IGs aren't actually touching each other.
Oh, we're actually back to the dials, so it seems that we've had no change in the exchange there.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, this is looking very much towards
37 minutes on the clock so far. I think this will be over before the hour is out.
Yeah. What is interesting to know is obviously if we were to be playing on a flight night, we would have the store closed at this point. But we have seen 10 games go in.
Yeah. Well, the store would actually be closed by 5 on a Saturday. So.
But on a normal flight night.
Yeah, on a flight night. Yeah.
But actually, no, we wouldn't, because we wouldn't have the store open normally this early. So we would probably get about 7 of the rounds done if it was done to normal time. But most of the games I either go very, very quickly or play till the time's up. With the way I run my Y-Wings, I tend to put the R7 Astromech, which some of the Athena regulars keep asking me, but why? For me, it makes them more defensive, and with the attacking capabilities, you turn defense into offense.
That's an interesting idea. I don't know. I like to see you try a ghost list. I want you to use that ghost. I want you to do it. And as someone said, you build the list around the ghost. You don't build the ghost.
Why?
Hang on a sec, guys. Gotta get an update on another situation. All right, just being updated on the situation that's going on. Right then, so that's another bump, which this I kind of expected. The Jump Master is going to keep on causing the IG to bump, denying its actions.
Obviously, Ben, we saw in the last game, and he did that the Jump Master bumps really nicely. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of motto is going on here. I always say I remember playing a list which I think was 3 Y-Wings and a Hawk, because a Hawk is a little bit cheaper, but it was the Rourke Garnet Hawk, because you get the Pilot Skill 12 buff, which is the reason why I tend to play that one rather than any other of the Hawks. Having a ship that can fire first, unless it gets nerfed down to Pilot Skill 0, with the reverse Scum I-Wing.
I've just had a very nasty thought, and I don't like where it's coming from.
Okay.
Because I'm worried, what if they can't fix Jump Masters? Or Impaces, or any other list? What if they can't fix it?
I think the only way they can do it now is by putting a card which increases the cost.
No one would take that card, though.
Well, unless FFG made a staple of it.
But you have to do it.
If you take this, you have to spend an extra X number of points. You have to equip this card to it.
I'm worried, because I just thought maybe FFG will actually... This will be the... Maybe we'll eventually we're bound to see a list, probably not this one, I hope not this one, make a ban list. And I don't like that idea.
Or a potential reprint on the cards.
That's dangerous, because then people start getting, well, I have the original card, so...
Okay.
Yeah, they could errata it. It's very easy. My concern is I don't want a ban list, because that would be detrimental to the game. Because then you set a standard that lists can be banned, and that is dangerous.
Yeah. Some games have actually banned certain cards. There's actually a few within Dice Masters that's been banned because it just opened up swarms to I win turn 3 and there's nothing you can do against it.
Oh yeah, but then...
That means Johnny's list should be banned then.
No.
No?
In a full game there was a way around that.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Elliot. I'm looking for a way to try and get around them. And I think the only way you can get around them is torpedoes. For me, I would do it with Y-Wings rather than...
People are saying, remove the EPT, and I agree with you. It does kind of rely on that EPT, and I do think it is key. Or you got to create something that is... Yeah, you gotta get rid of the EPT.
Yeah.
That's one way of getting rid of it.
Or if you make a reprint where, like for example, you make them a few points cheaper, or you errata the cards, as said. So the Jump Master is now 6 points more expensive on each of its variants. If you want to take the Punishing One title, it's 6 points cheaper. So therefore, their base would be 31 points apiece, which would, if they wanted to run 3 of them, only leaves you 2 points, or 2 to 3 points worth of upgrades. You ain't going to get
Is that
much
a Mr.
stuff.
Clark? Is that Mr. Dave Clark?
I don't.
Minor Dave is Dave Gilby.
No? Oh, sorry. My bad. I know so many Daves.
Yep, that is true. There is currently 3 rolling around in the X-Wing community around here.
Make Deadeye unique. It would force multiple jumps to go with long-range scanners to get their locks in advance, which means they would have to have chips to modify, still playable, but not every time. Yeah, that could be an option.
Yep, but on the other hand, then it kills all the other torpedo lists, because if something with a EPT slot, so if you're doing it Scum version, Scum ones have got EPT.
We're talking about Deadeye itself.
But then if you make that unique, you then stop the possibility of people running different torpedo lists.
Yeah, however, Deadeye was never really used until Jump Master came along anyway. And I'd rarely see people use Deadeye anyway, because they'd much rather have Predator or something else which gives them more quality, which they can re-roll and then spend the focus they have. So I think Deadeye, making Deadeye unique is not a bad option.
Well, long range scanners. Yeah, that is.
They can't take scanners. So yeah. Now, making the Scout unique, I don't think is a good option, because then it ruins the point of generic. You then can't have multiple Jump Masters, which I think...
It would be then the same as having Manaru or Dengar or Tel Tavura.
Yeah, I think you should still be able to fly multiple jump masters. You should be able to make this specific configuration to exactly this. And I think the Deadeye solution, making it unique, would be a solution. I can get behind that, making Deadeye unique.
Yeah.
To be fair, whenever I've seen it, it's only been on one person anyway, besides jump masters, of course.
Yep. One thing I was thinking about was Toby. He uses obviously quite a lot of munitions lists, and Deadeye I think would feature in them with him.
Well, there's 4 hits.
Ooh, here we go. 3 hits.
3 hits, yeah, 3 hits. And he gets a target lock for good measure. He's finally turned it around, but I think I don't know if number 1 can actually... Yeah. There we go. So number 1 is now actually shieldless. Ding ding. But no damage has been taken by number C. It's amazing. It still managed to stick with that one shielded zone. I think it's quite impressive, personally.
Yes, that is a good call there. I am Space Invader. There is talk the Arc 170 won't have them. The attack shuttle doesn't, and neither does the Ghost, or does it? No, it doesn't. It has
Tam is right. The nerfs should be on the jump masters themselves and not on a card which would make other lists problematic. I do agree with that. The problem is there's no way... I don't think there's a good solution here. I think removing the EPT would be an option, but it's going to annoy a lot of people because a lot of people would bought these 3 just for this list, which I think is what you can do, but you've got to be prepared. If your list is overpowered, it will get nerfed, It's not fair, it will get nerfed.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, Kevin is part of the group that George and Kyle and Simeon, they've all come from Derby. I found this out a little while ago. And Simeon?
Yeah.
He was a Nationals champion at 14.
Who's that?
Wow.
Simeon? Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about
I found this out while I went for my cigarette. I had a chat with his dad, and yeah, there was talking about.
Well, some of us
nationals
sitting
and
here
stuff.
aren't even a nationals or regionals champion at the age of 24, let alone 14.
But yeah, I was having a chat with his dad, and his dad seemed quite proud of him, and to be a nationals champ at 14.
Well, he's got that, I guess. I mean,
he has got a very, very level head about X-Wing, and it's quite surprising.
Some people just get it. Some people just get it
Yeah.
competitively. To me, I just... Ooh, wow. Okay. Well, I was kind of expecting there to be a bump there somewhere, because that's the key thing. You want to deny the actions of that beastie.
Yeah, I would have got... well, yeah, it does mean one ship isn't attacked, but you've got a range 3 shot coming in here.
If he's an ARC, that's the debate here.
Well, no,
Is he
I'm
an
not
ARC?
meaning the IG-88B, I'm meaning the Jumpmaster, number 2.
Warlords.
But yeah, it was nice to have people from different parts of the country coming together to play.
4 hits from the jump masters.
Ooh.
Ay, ay, ay.
Auto thrusters.
Yeah, thank goodness he had those, because otherwise that would have hurt if not.
So he's now just lost his last shield,
Yes.
and he should have also have lost
A hull.
a hull, but that hasn't been marked yet by Kevin.
No.
I didn't see that. Chat, can you confirm that was the case? Because I didn't see a card drawn
Just
there.
confirm the number of hits and the number of evades that were taken there, because
Yep.
I believe it was 2, and that would mean that there would be a hit falling in here.
Be fair, I am the Space Invader. He's not in an action because of his own engagement, but he's also at fault for that. If someone blocks you, it's not their fault. It's your fault for not thinking they'll block you. And to be fair, with actions being the very thing that gets you the quality, you probably going to have to expect to be bumped.
This is the one actually with the heavy laser cannon. So you may have a state where actually Ben goes for a 4 straight this turn, possibly to get past the Jumpmaster number 1, then possibly do its shenanigans. It doesn't have push the limit though, which is something I would look for if I was running this. But to get when you perform evade, you get a boost. So yeah, you could then make sure you get your shot in there.
I'm hoping next year is going to be a lot better. Personally, I want this to be run a lot better. The overlay and such. I want to find a way to get it working.
There was no hole taken. That was only.
Okay, just shields. That's fine. Nice clarification on that. Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, say about the overlay. This has been a project for yourself, Elliot, and we have discussed a few things which has made an appearance. Like for example, we've got the.
If anyone's got anything they want to say about the overlay, please do say it. I want to get feedback on it and think if there's anything I'm missing that should be displayed, and if there are other ways to make it better and improve it. But yeah.
That is interesting comments from Styx.
Yes, but then as Tam pointed out, you're not fixing the jump masters, you're fixing a card which doesn't need to be fixed, technically speaking. Which I can see his point. You want to fix the jump masters, not nerf other lists in the process of that.
Because, same points wise, I would be interested. Ooh.
Level requirement, not bad actually. Must be equipped must be a pilot skill 4 or higher. You're still affecting the card and not the ship though. But that's just my opinion. And again, this time blocked by a different one.
But there is still a shot able to come inbound here.
Yeah.
I think this has just been really good.
Well, it's okay as it is in the space of it. I'm just looking for improvements.
Here
comes a glitter system. So he's at least got that, and I think he's hoping to pop it on number... Because, he's been saving it for that shot number 3, which is...
No, he's going at number 1 here, because it's a range band 1 shot.
Better, I agree with that. Well, oh boy.
Just one.
But remember...
He's got a target lock.
Oh, he's got target lock.
There we go, glitter stim. So we get 3 hits in there at least.
Yeah, and also remember... Ooh, that's only 1 evade.
1 evade.
1 evade and 1 blank.
That's 2 damage onto the Contractor Scout.
So with Glitter Stim, it also will work for the defending on this. Oh, that's blanks. With number 1, I'm presuming.
Paint side up, guys.
Well, I think at this point Kevin is looking for paint side down.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about Ben, but yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could get it more accurate, the overlay.
I also wish as well we can get that second camera working for the dice cam. But we got auto thrusters and a focus. No, not focus. A glitter stim.
Yeah, it is worth noting that we can't actually normally see the cards, as you can see there. It's just because the overlay's in the way, but the overlay needs to be that size because it needs to be that size. It's just enough. So.
Yeah, I think this dice cam is something that we may have to have a little look into.
Yeah, agreed.
But it's more of a question of how are we going to get that second camera to...
There are ways.
Elliot's a very smart cookie, and so is Jamie. They put this together.
Jamie used to work at IBM. He knows his stuff when it comes to computers.
Yeah, Jamie is a very, very smart cookie, and so are you, Elliot, to be honest.
Why?
But they will find a way.
Then why am I not in a job that's earning quite a lot of money rather than being like at a place that should not be named?
So following up Space Invader, this is where we are with the booth. The booth is away from the main table, so it gives some peace and quiet to give you guys proper commentary.
Originally we had it very close, but you wouldn't be able to hear us with the noise in there. We wish there was a way that we could easily see what's going on, and my hope is to get a baby monitor which we can wire up as it's kind of a one-way radio, so we can hear them say 1 shield, 1 hull, etc. Or a way just to keep on clarification on the cards.
Yeah, or to get in contact with the person or maybe have someone standing by the table that we can get some clarification through, to ask for our rulings within seconds of us discussing it in here. But that is something to look at, and we were talking about this before.
I mean, they're not that far. They're just literally just through there, which is literally
10 20
second
walk.
It's not even 10 or 20 seconds, actually. It's more like 10. Yeah.
All depends on how quickly you walk, unless you're me and decide to try and sprint through the room and get there as quickly as you can. When you need answers, you get them fast.
Yeah, like I said, you could hear the screams and shouts from earlier.
Yeah, the thing though is Harry Dragon. At that point, we actually had all the doors open between us and where the event is being held. So that was just going to disperse through. We have now just locked ourselves away in.
We
Yes.
have kind of considered walkie-talkies, but that would kind of
We're not sure how that would work. Plus, also, there's the expense factor of that.
And also maybe the signal of that might affect with the mic as well.
Could
I don't
be.
know.
We don't know. And here we go. Some more jump master maneuvering in an attempt to block any form of maneuvers that's going to happen. I bet number 3 is going to go up and block a Segnors to the right from number 2. Number 2 is self going for Segnors.
It's a green maneuver. Remove stress. It looks like it's a straight 2 or 3.
Ooh, that's 2 hits. It's not bad, but not great. 1 evade, so he's chipping damage away. Slowly but surely.
tin cans and a string.
Do you know what? I'm always prepared to give that a shot. Anything over nothing.
That sounds like an amazing idea, but because of the amount of people that fly through the next room,
Yeah,
I don't think
impractical.
that-
Impractical.
Yeah.
Between Minor Dave and Harry Dragon, they talk about the Outer Rim Smuggler.
Here we go.
There's been a
Damage
few-
cards.
Yeah, there's been a few lists that we know about within Athena Games that have been mentioned, and I will not mention the exact list, but it features 2 Outer Rim Smugglers and Lebo. I think you can work out the name of that list for itself.
The problem is with the baby monitor ideas, it would then pick up ambient noise, and we've got to make sure that we can have a microphone that we can listen into to hear it. But the thing is,
a specific,
I'm deaf in one ear, so that's going to be useless to me.
but a specific straight radio, maybe with a connecting to a headset.
We have thought of very, very many ideas and which ones that would not mess with
I mean, originally we just tell players, show cards, show shields being taken off, and that's it. But as you can see with these players, higher level players, they're so fast you can't keep up with them.
Yeah, I mean, you blink once and you miss an attack or you miss a move.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I can't
You know,
even.
you kinda gotta
By the
just-
time I've interrupted Dave or Dave's interrupted me, it's all been and gone. You know.
You know, you need to have at least one person's eyes on these screens at any time.
And it's not easy when you two have been here so long as well.
Yeah.
Stop picking your arm.
We'll be alright to drive. I think.
Yeah, that's fine. I've been up a lot later than this after a long day at work.
Okay, here we go. Signals for number 2 there.
Yeah, I think it's also a good point maybe just to, for the last time this evening, mention who is in the stream.
Yes.
What, the chat?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's look at this.
Oh, we have grown.
We have
so many
63
people.
viewers, so I'm going to go through this list. You're going to have to call the action, guys, while I go
Yep.
through it.
Oh
Okay.
dear Lord in heaven.
There we go. I'm going to be tested for my enunciation here. Angel2 _ switch. Askhole had a held dap. A-Train 1313. Bat Nelson. Beard Ishi. Bonza Koala. Burn All Humans. Clown City Radio TV. Dan Rodwell. Dr. Jekyll. Duncan 44221. Duranel 2203. Grand Toff Markin. Harry Dragon. Higgy 301. I am the Space Invader. Jazz isn't dead. I really hope it isn't. J Dragon 56. Carnet. Combat 601. Minor Dave. Nick X03. Radwell. Phil Dikini. Red Sox Dave 22. RNG Jesus. Rolling Red. Scurvy Lad. STX999, Tam is backwards, Tanyat 30, the Adel 8888, the Dizzy Rogue, the Juicer 84, and the Madge.
So we just had a shot here, sorry Elliot, from the IG88 against Jumpmaster number 1.
Whoa!
With 2 hits and a focus. He fluffed his first shot, which had a focus as the only result in there. So he elected not to use his focus. He then re-rolled, got 2 hits and a focus. Used that focus to get 3 hits. With blanks coming back from the contracted scout.
Well, points don't mean prizes in this scenario. You've got to completely
And this is
eliminate.
game.
There we go. Speaking of elimination, there we go.
Well done.
Well done to Ben. We've got this
Yeah.
game over in just under an hour, so your hunch was right there, Elliot. We've just got it done in 59 minutes.
That's close.
So, yeah, this game is
That was
over,
it, yeah.
and this ends the regionals. It's been
Yes.
a really long day
Um,
for the likes of me and Chelsea. We started here at 9:30, and it's now
We
just
did,
about
yeah.
11:10. So we've been here for nearly 14 hours.
I know, it's amazing. I've enjoyed coming in here. I got here about 3 o'clock, didn't I? About that?
Roughly, I think so, yes.
Yeah, and joined you guys and take up the second part of the commentary. I've really enjoyed myself. It's been great seeing all the people here competitively. Everyone's had a good time. All 6 people have been great. I can't wait for the next one we have. Won't be regionals, but it'll be fun. And I
It
look
probably
forward
will
to
be a
that.
store championship. We'll probably
Probably.
be the next.
Actually, it's probably going to be a store championship, not a store championship, but a tournament kit event.
Kit, yeah.
However, I know that Hedge is thinking about a Hangar Bay event, which would be interesting.
Is that the one where you're saying about
2 lists.
so people put 2 lists?
2 lists, and you select one before the beginning of the game. You both select one.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching the stream and getting involved today.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone, especially those who have been around us since the start of all this. If you're still with us, thank you for joining us, and thank you for sticking with us. We hope to see you in any future streams we do. Follow us, hit the follow button, like us on Facebook and on Twitter. And
Yep. Our normal flight nights are normally on Wednesdays. So
Wednesdays, yeah.
if you're around on Wednesday evenings, you may see us play, and I'll bring out streams to you again.
we don't really have a schedule, but we want to try and get one nailed down of some kind.
Yeah. We've still got some challenges, which is the Pirate King Championships.
We do have some challenges for the Pirate King Championship, which we hope to have streamed again.
Yep, because that was a really fun little challenge, which I ended up throwing down to the so-called Pirate King, who's still currently the reigning champion. We've got obviously some more friendly games. I know Toby has talked about with me doing a list build for each other. So I build.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I build him a list. He builds me a list.
I think we're all streamed out right now, so I think we'll leave it for a week or two and then we'll get on. But there's a couple of people I want to say thank you to, and that is to you two. Thank you so much. Thank you, David.
And also
Thank
on
you.
that as well, thank you,
you.
Elliot. Without
I
you,
get a hug.
without you, we wouldn't have the overlay, and without you, we wouldn't be able to give you all the streams that has been on today.
Yeah.
And also, Elliot, without your guidance, we wouldn't have been able to have this 2-man split. You would have had to done the whole lot yourself.
Which, as you can tell, you know how you feel right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, that's it.
But yeah.
That's it from us, folks. We'll see you hopefully on a Wednesday soon.
Yeah.
Fly casual. Goodbye. My name's
Thank
been.
you for all your support tonight, and most of the people I have seen on the list we have had since not 9:30 this morning, and
Still going.
So it's been a long day for us. It's been a long day for the players, and it's been a long day for you guys watching. And there's been some technical difficulties along the way, so I do thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah.
But I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you more streams like this soon.
Here's hoping. So, my name's been Alec Baker,
Mine's David Lincoln.
Chelsea 5.
and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
May the force be with you.